All right. Helium getting his name in here for this kind of like new, again, I don't want to say new, but like kind of like stylized beatbox videos on YouTube that we've been seeing a lot, especially from the Russian guys, like Terrace, obviously, Improver, um, and now Vatang as well. And I guess Helium did some in the past. I just haven't seen them. This is the first one I saw from Helium, so don't know how long he's been kind of doing this kind of method of beatbox videos, but yeah. All right, like what else can I say? Like I've said everything possible I could say about this. I absolutely love this kind of style of beatbox. Again, I'll say it again. It just feels like it's bringing in this new kind of audience of beatbox that we haven't seen before because these videos are absolutely blowing up on YouTube. This one not so much as the other ones. But yeah, just like this overall kind of concept of beatbox creation um, has really been kind of blowing up on YouTube. So yeah, it's nice to see someone like Helium uh, put his name into the hat for this kind of style of beatbox because, just like Improver, I feel like Helium has some of the best basic sounds in the entire beatbox scene. So, um, yeah, it just plays so well with the kind of effects that they're using, like the reverb, had a lot of panning delay on here. Very similar kind of effect to his bass lines that Improver uses, almost identical. Like that honestly sounded just like an Improver bass line. Um, because I know what Helium's kind of bass line sounds like authentically, like raw authentically, and with that like kind of effect that he's using on it, it sounded very very similar to Improvers. So yeah, killer stuff from Helium. I can't remember if I heard this from him before. It sounds very familiar. Like the song itself sounds very familiar, but I can't remember if I heard a beatboxer cover this. I think I did, because I don't listen to too much like music outside of beatbox. So I feel like because I recognize it, it's probably from Helium himself or somebody else covered this song in the beatbox world. But yeah, killer stuff from Helium, man. Like, what can you say? Like, Helium is absolutely crazy. If you guys aren't familiar with him, obviously from Russia, former Russian champion, competed at the GBB several times, and yeah, I personally consider him to be one of the best in the world. I think that's fair to say. Also, he has some of the best basic sounds in the world in terms of like cleanliness, up there with like Collapse, like Improver, those guys. So yeah, Helium's an absolute stud, in the beatbox world. So very entertaining track to listen to. Um, yeah, just like the overall kind of sound design for this one. I think it's like without like being like too critical. I think like this one kind of was a little bit just like with like the kind of approach that he had. I feel like it probably went on a little bit too long, maybe. There wasn't enough progression, I think, to kind of justify the length of the track. But I think maybe that's just because I'd have to go back and listen to the original song, but I think maybe it was being like way more faithful to the original track than the other guys were potentially. That's why I kind of played it like that, I think. Because when you go back and listen to like Terrace's tracks, obviously he's taken a lot of creative liberty to it, and as well as Improver, right? In terms of like cover tracks, right? I'm talking like purely covers. Um, so yeah, maybe if you took like a little bit more creative liberty in that, maybe the I wouldn't have gotten like a little bit repetitive. I'd like to say, but at the end of the day, like that's such a minor complaint because it still sounded so amazing, right? So, um, but yeah, man, absolute killer. I love this idea. I wonder who else like because only so far we've been seeing all the Russians do it. I wonder if like anybody else in the beatbox world are gonna kind of you know dip their toes into this because we've seen stuff like this in the past, but as of recently, it seems like only the Russian community has kind of been embracing this. So I'd like to see like other huge names in the beatbox scene from other countries, kind of try this out to see like how their videos do because I feel like um, style is really like style of the beatbox that you have and like the sound design that you have like in your raw beatboxing really like is amplified like significantly with these effects. So I really want to hear other people's kind of styles in this kind of um beatboxing. You know what I mean? Like with the added effects like the reverb and the delays and the just like the overall like mastering done like this. I want to see other people. Um, I want to see what their beatbox sounds like that with this. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, links in the description to the original video. Go check it out. Go check out Helium as well. Links in the description to his channel. If you want to support me though, leave a like on this video. Sub to my channel. Check out my Discord channel as well. Links in the description to that. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next beatbox reaction video.